Hi everyone. So today is the day I've decided to do my Mixed Media Morsels Book of Colors, page 2. So the color for today is going to be teal. And you can also include aqua or turquoise, whatever shades you can find that have a mixture of blue and green, kind of like that right here. I know it'll seem a little bit iffy. Some of them you might not know what category it goes in, but honestly, please don't stress about it. Just grab some bits and pieces that look like they have blues and greens mixed together and just start sticking them down. I'm sure you've probably figured that we will eventually do a blue and a green page. So if your pieces that you find are too green, then save them for a green page. If they're too blue and don't have enough green in them, then save them for a blue page. I don't think you'll have any problem if you just look at it that way. So far, I'm having a blast. And I have to say thanks so much to everyone who is participating this year in our Book of Colors. We have had so many Facebook posts of our red page that we did last month. And I am just blown away and thrilled to death that so many of you are enjoying this Book of Colors and have decided to make one and come over and post your photos. So let's keep that up, keep the momentum going, and let's do a page with teals and just have fun. So I'm just taking out some little background papers. These are just some things from my scraps that I just randomly chose. I'm actually having to refilm this segment because I had some issues with a couple of my segments for this video. So this is not all that I had, but I did use several of these in the creation of my page, which you'll see in just a minute. But I just wanted to show you, some of your papers will could look more green and some could look more blue, but once you put them all together, you see that they all sort of start blending and they look great, so I don't want anybody to stress and think, maybe they don't have the right shades or the right colors. There's plenty of places to find this stuff. This is from a candy package. I think it was just chocolates, a bag of chocolates, and this is a little piece of teal that was in there. This is from a tissue box. This is scrapbook papers, here, and here. Okay, this has a lot of green in it. I don't think I ended up using any of this, but you can look through your scrapbook papers, okay? This is just some graph paper. I have a couple of pieces of that here, okay? This is a plastic shopping bag. One of those little, just a shopping bag, and it had a beautiful teal image on it, and so I cut some of that out. Magazines. There's so much color you can find in magazines and junk mail and stuff, so just keep your eyes open. More scrapbook paper. So just keep your eyes open. Here's some painted papers. You can make painted papers with teal or turquoise or aqua paint colors in them. So don't stress. Have fun scavenging for your papers. That's part of the fun of it to me, is just finding things and going, oh my gosh, that's so cool. I can use that in my book, and just take your time. We got an entire month before we do the next color. And even then, you don't have to have your page done before the next one comes out. You just take your time and do it at your own pace and just really enjoy it. So I'm going to get started. I did lose a couple minutes of footage in the very beginning of this where I was laying out some pieces on my page to decide where I wanted to glue some things down. It was so much fun moving things around and kind of testing and auditioning them and deciding where I wanted to put things and turning things one way and then turning them another way, and it was just a lot of fun. Before I move on to gluing down my background pieces, there's a couple of things I wanted to mention. If you bought the kit like this from my Etsy store, I wanted to remind everyone that there are more pages in the book than you will need for the entire year. So if you want to make your book with 13 layouts just like mine is now, don't forget to remove 5 sheets from the center of your book. Go into the center of your book right here and open the staples and take out 5. Okay, that'll leave you with 7, which is enough for the whole year, plus the extra layout that will, the extra spread that we'll do at the end of the year. And speaking of that spread at the end of the year, I wanted to remind everyone to save some of your background bits, the little tiny pieces, maybe leftover bits, because we're going to, at the end of the year, we're going to put all of the colors we've used on that spread. So just make sure you hang on to those. Don't put them where you can't find them. I keep putting my scraps right back into my envelope that I used. So I'm keeping track of these so that at the end of the year, after we do page 12, I'll have all of my little envelopes and I can go back and grab a couple of pieces from each one of my envelopes to put on that last page. So that was just a couple of things, and the main thing is just not stressing about the colors that we're going to use this year. Just gather up what you have, gather up the colors you can think of, and if you don't think of all the colors that we're going to be using this year, it's okay. I'm going to tell you, and then you'll have an entire month plus, however long you want to take, to get your page made, to gather your things and to get your page made. So please don't stress about what colors we're using, okay? And that's it. Just wanted to remind you of those few things, and now I'm going to get started. Okay, so I have all of my background, excuse me, my background patterns in place, all of the pieces glued in, and so now I'm gonna bring in some little tiny bits. There's a bunch of little images that I've cut out, and so I'm gonna decide which of these I want to include on my page, and just start laying those out and seeing where I want those to go. I went ahead and finished out my page, gluing down those bits. I had some issue with my battery on my phone, ran out, so I had to go ahead and finish off camera. But I really had a good time gluing all these things down. If you remember, my little doll here had orange shoes, so I just colored them white with a Posca pen and then colored a blue color on top, a teal color on top, so that she had little blue shoes. It was a little bit too much orange there, but anyway, you can do that, by the way, with your images, magazine images. If something's the wrong color, just, you know, cover it up with a little bit of white and then make it whatever color you need it to be. So I wanted to go ahead and outline just a couple of little things here to let them, you know, stand out a little bit more, and kind of pop up off the background a bit. It's just a fun little extra thing that you can do to make the things not blend too much into the background. Some things you just want to pop up, and you may not want all of the images to pop up, but just a few is fun to outline. Just a few of them, it just kind of helps balance out the page a little bit, I think. So I have room to put a couple more things on here. I don't have anything else handy right this minute to attach, but I do have little places here and there that I can stick some more things as I come across them. And that's something else I wanted you guys to remember. Your page does not have to be completely finished when you are done putting it together in your first, you know, sit down to do it. There's plenty of time, plenty of things that you can find as you go along. Like you may find some teal things while you're looking for red things, or any other color we may be working on. So just know that there's no rush, and that this is all, do it at your own pace, and that just makes it fun and it makes you feel less anxious about it. So let's just have fun and keep creating. And again, thank you so much for all of your participation. I'm really glad you're enjoying this this year, our Mixed Media Morsels, and I so appreciate everyone who creates along with me, even if you don't post in the Facebook group. And I'm just grateful for everyone being able to enjoy this with me. So we'll see you again soon in the next video. Please take care, everybody. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.